Have you ever wondered what was the hottest year ever recorded in history? Well, it was not that long ago. It was the year 2016, and last year was the third hottest year ever recorded in history. So all of this thing happened is due to climate change, and we all need to stop this before it's too late. Today, I'm going to tell you why the only solution to climate change is geoengineering. I'm gonna up three main arguments on that. First, it can effectively fight climate change. Second, it costs less money. And last, it gives time to deal with climate change. But before I start, let me explain to you what is geoengineering and how it works. So, geoengineering is the project of changing natural system to directly counteract with climate change. And it is divided into two main categories. The first category is carbon dioxide removal, which is to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. We can use a machine called artificial tree or air filter that can convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. Or we can use a machine to suck carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and bury it under the ground. Second category is solar radiation management, which is basically to reduce the amount of sunlight hitting the earth, and that includes spraying sulfur particle into the stratosphere, which is the second layer of the atmosphere. Or we can use the giant mirror that can reflect the sunlight back to the space. Another idea is to use a ship that can spray seawater into the sky so that it will form a large cloud that can reflect the sunlight, and it can be as simple as painting the roof of your house with white paint. So let's start with the first argument. It can effectively fight climate change. The main problem of climate change is greenhouse gas, and that includes carbon dioxide too. So if we want to stop the climate from changing, we need to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. And tree is doing it too, but very slowly. So we cannot depend only on the tree. It can convert carbon dioxide into oxygen too, but with the artificial tree, it can suck carbon dioxide 1000 times faster than the tree does. So it means that if we build only one artificial tree, it will be equivalent to planting 1000 trees, and that is a very big difference. Expert also says that by blocking only 2% of the sun ray, it would be enough to stop the temperature from rising, and that can be easily done by just spraying sulfur particle, which is a reflective particle, into the stratosphere out of harm reach, and we can reflect the sunlight and let just the right amount of sunlight to enter the earth. So second, it costs less money. Money is the main problem. If we don't have money, we can't do anything, and so that we need a solution that costs less money but still have the same effect on climate change too, and geoengineering just fit the bill for that. For example, if we continuously spray sulfur into the stratosphere, it would cost only about $5 billion per year, and it sounds like a lot, but if we compare this to the other solution like cutting carbon emission, it would cost anywhere between 200 to 2000 billion dollars, and that makes geoengineering seems like a good deal. And if we use the idea of painting the roof of the house with white paint, it would be much more cheaper because paint does not cost a lot of money. Moreover, if we use the ship to spray the seawater into the sky to form a cloud big enough to reflect the sunlight back to the space, only 1000 to 2000 ships would be enough to stop the temperature from rising. And let's say that one ship costs $10 million to build, so the total cost would be only about 10 to 20 billion dollars, and that is still cheaper than trying to replace all the car with electric car in order to reduce the carbon emissions, since there are over 1 billion cars on this planet. Last but not least, it gives time to deal with climate change. So geoengineering might be the key to unlock climate change puzzle. We can use it to control the climate for the time that it takes to find a better and easier solution to climate change. The climate keeps changing every year. So if we don't do anything and just wait for the long-term solution to take effect, we might not be able to survive until that time, because the earth might be too hot or too cold to live on, or there will be lots of storm, earthquake, tsunami that can kill billions of people. So instead, we can use geoengineering to use it as a short-term solution and give more time to scientists to find a long-term solution to stop climate change. So to sum up, today I raised up 3 arguments on why geoengineering is the only solution to climate change. First, it can effectively fight climate change. Second, it costs less money. And last, it can give more time to deal with climate change. So I hope that people will be able to stop the climate change, and we all need to be involved in the fight against climate change. Thank you.